Facebook fans and Twitter fans and YouTube fans out there that love them some Billy Lush. Well, you know, it's been another amazing day, just full of excitement, full of blessings and everything else, I ended my day good, and I was out there. I went out to the lake, doing me some stand-up paddling. I was just ripping along through there, just ripping along, just having a good time, and I just noticed people were staring at me, they were staring at me, and some people came up, and they were like, "Yeah, Billy Lush, man, what's going on? How are you so good? We follow you all the time. How are you such a good surfer? A good skateboarder, stand-up paddle. I mean, all those things. How do you do it? Why are you so good?" And I was like, you know what? I need to give a shout out to my people out there and let them know the secret to why Uncle Billy is so good at surfing, longboarding, stand-up paddling, all those kinds of things to take balance. Well, anyways, the trick is the GoofBoard. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, it's called the GoofBoard. It's not something that's funny or nothing like that. It's just called the GoofBoard, that's all it is. Go to goofboard.com and check it out. GoofBoard.com, goofboard.com, go check it out. And what it is, it's a balance board. Like way back in the 1960s, they started creating these things, They came out the bongo board, the endo board, and stuff like that. But the difference with those and these is, those boards back then, the pipe was perpendicular to the board, so you're riding front to back, That ain't how surfing is, Surfing ain't like that. Surfing is rail to rail, rail to rail. So anyways, these guys with the GoofBoard, they got it right, They went out there like, we got to design something that's closer to surfing, and they designed the GoofBoard, The pipe is a lot longer, it's about the size of the board, and it runs parallel to the board, so you're hitting it rail to rail, just like if you're trimming down the face of a wave. That's what it feels like, That's what it feels like, If you're wondering, well, how do I know if this thing's any good? Well, I'll tell you. This guy by the name of Wingnut, I don't know if you guys ever heard of Wingnut. I mean, obviously, if you've grown up a surfer, you've been around surfing for a long time, as much as I have, everybody knows who Wingnut is. He's a legend. He's just what surfing is all about, Well, anyways, this cat endorses the GoofBoard. You see him on all the videos, doing all these tricks, all this fancy footwork, all that kind of stuff, So if it's good enough for Wingnut, it's good enough for Uncle Billy, and it's also good enough for you guys. So all the you little groms out there that want to be another Wingnut, you want to be like Uncle Billy, get out there, buy this GoofBoard. It's going to take your skills to the next level. Well, anyways, the reason why the GoofBoard is so good is because it simulates surfing, It's rail to rail. It feels like you're skimming down the face of that wave, do it side to side. You can do, hang 10, hang 5, whatever you want to do. It's going to feel like you're actually on the wave, That's what makes it so amazing. Well, anyways, the GoofBoard, the reason why it stands out, for one, because it recreates what I meant to say, the feel of surfing, Like we already said, it just feels like you're already on a board. It's also going to sharpen your balance and control, Like it's called proprioception. Your body's awareness to where it's at and the amount of space out there, I work with a lot of professional athletes and stuff like that. Work on a lot of proprioception and balance, The more you do, the better you're going to be on a board. When you're put in a situation where you're like, all over the place, your mind and your body's going to get together and say, you know what, we've been there before and this is how we're going to handle it. That's it. That's proprioception. That's what you call proprioception. Then you got strength and conditioning, When you're working those the fancy footwork and stuff on that GoofBoard, those intrinsic muscles in your legs and your feet kick in, those posterior tib, anterior tib, the gastroc, the soleus, all those muscles in there, the intrinsic muscles in your feet, they're kicking in, they're firing, they're just firing. Kind of like down a wave, they're just firing like that, they're firing. So anyways, you're getting used to doing that over and over and over again. When you get out there on a wave, it's going to be like second nature, second nature. Just get out there and do it, and it's going to feel amazing to you. And all those big waves and all the fancy footwork, it's going to come that much easier to you. Well, not only all that, it's going to enhance your style and your fluidity, The more you get used to doing all this fancy footwork on the board, when you get out there in the water, it's going to be just like it was on the board inside, It just comes to you like that, Those footsteps are going to be like, whoa, check me out. All the ladies are going to be like, check him out, look at that footwork. That's what it's like, That's what it's like. Well, anyways, there's also what we call the Fort Knox of footwork. That's what GoofBoard says. It's going to wear you out. It's going to be a workout. It's going to take your surfing to the next level. Well, anyways, it's also for the whole family. It's for the whole family. Get your grandma on it. Get your mom, your dad, your kids. Get everybody on it. It's fun. Crank up some Beach Boys, Surfing USA, something like that. Just crank something up. Get on it. Have fun, make it a family affair, It's going to challenge everybody, no matter who you are. You're a beginner, you're professional, anything you do, no matter how good you are, it's going to take you to the next level. Well, just in my closing statement, I just want to say I got a secret coupon for you guys out there that nobody's supposed to know about, but since I'm bringing it to you right now, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. So if you go up to the GoofBoard.com and check out 3CW7, the coupon code. That's 3CW7. You're going to get an additional $10 off your board. So go up there, limited time offer. If you go out there and pick it up, that's 3CW7. Limited time only. Grab your board while it's hot. And if for some reason you ain't happy with it, there's a full 30-day money-back guarantee. Who else is going to give that to you? Nobody but GoofBoard. 30-day money-back guarantee. Get out there, get you a GoofBoard. Get those skills improving. Like I said, Uncle Billy does it. Wingnut does it. If we do it, you guys can do it. Have a good day. Keep surfing. Go GoofBoard.